What's poppin' Tano? Are you ready for the most broken Broken Sicarus build you've ever seen with 12,000% critical chance and more if you want to, dealing damage cap at level 9,999 steel path enemies in Warframe? Don't believe it? Let me show you.
I am not a king, I am not a god, I am Humpday!
Welcome back Tano, I hope you enjoyed the speedrun. I told you this weapon is really broken. As always, before I build a weapon or warframe, I rely on my method that's becoming culture in my community lately, DVS. D stands for how I'll be dealing damage, what elements I'll be using, and what faction I'll be fighting. V stands for how I'll proc 10 stacks of viral to make enemies vulnerable by 325% more damage to their HP. S stands for stripping enemies armor. We don't care about armor, we care about damage reduction. By lowering damage reduction on enemies, we deal higher damage. This build doesn't need any riven, so you can save your platinum. Let's go. And before I show you the build, if you don't like my methods of proccing viral and armor stripping enemies, it's alright. You can check this sheet right here, so you can maneuver around my methods to find your own style. I'll be running 2 Emerald Archon shards to push the stacks of corrosive from 10 to 14 to armor strip the enemies with Sicarus, as Sicarus will be modded with corrosive. The other Archon shards, if you want run to pass, I don't recommend that. You don't need critical chance at all anywhere here. Now, the helmet ability I'll be using is Nourish to proc viral and get some energy, but you don't really need Nourish as our companion will be modded with viral and heat as well. So, Nautilus will be modded like so. Cordon to pull enemies, duplex for the clones, assault to attack, vacuum to pull the loot, manifold for more cordon, and then you got shield, armor, health, reinforced bond for fire rate, tenacious bond for critical damage, 1.2 or 120% critical damage. If your sentient companion, a sentient weapon, gets a 50% plus critical chance. And we're going to be using the best sentient weapon, which is Virglass Prime, with a riven with critical chance. All you need is critical chance. That has to be the same riven, right? Just get any critical chance riven. Otherwise, the weapon will be fine and will kill and will be priming enemies for you. You'll be good. Otherwise, you can use the, for example, Driga, if you want to prime and do all that kind of crazy stuff with Driga. I prefer Virglass with viral and heat. You'll be good to go. Now, when it comes to the Warframe, and I use Revenant, so I don't boost the weapon anyway. No Eclipse, no Zata Whisper, no Vex Fury, no Roar, nothing. Okay? So, you can apply this build in any Warframe you want, even Excalibur, so you receive the same results. Worthy Camaraderie, squad receives 75% weak point critical chance. You would say, Hank, you showed us 12,000 critical chance. Why the heck would you need Worthy Camaraderie? Because in today's video, I will show you 2 styles you can play with the same build and the same evolutions, and it's up to you which one you want to go for. So, Worthy Camaraderie will be a must in there. Arcane Precision on Headshot, 300% damage for 18 seconds on secondary weapons. Arcane Velocity on critical hit, 90% chance for 120% fire rate to pistols for 9 seconds. Vigorous Swap on Equip, 165% damage on for 3 seconds when you swap between weapons. Now, when it comes to Sicarus, we go like so. Galvanized Diffusion for a multi-shot and on kill more multi-shot. Primed Expel Orichin, multiplicative damage against the faction you're fighting. So this is a part of the DVS if you remember. So you want to switch it, depends on the faction. Orichin, Grineer, Infested, and Corpus and so on. If you don't like that, just put Ornate Strike and you'll be good to go if you don't like to switch. But I highly recommend using multiplicative damage against the faction you're fighting. Mercilized Gunfight is critical damage increase with 1.2 punch through, and this is one of the 1999 new mods. Primed Target Cracker for critical damage, Magnetic Might for magnetic and critical damage to increase your damage against the shields and the over guard. As against Overguard, we got only 2 options, secondary fortifier, and we got the magnetic. Now, lethal turret for fire rate and multi-shot, pistol pestilence for toxin statue chance, private convulsion for electricity, private pistol ammo mutation for converting ammo. Secondary innervate is the new 1999 arcane, and I am just going in a rampage with this arcane, trying to take all YouTube algorithm for myself. Now, secondary innervate. A lot of Thanos doesn't understand how this arcane actually works. Okay, it says on hit, it doesn't matter where you hit, headshot, body shot, whatever it is, increase critical chance by 10% per hit, and you can do as many hits as possible. But this arcane critical chance buff resets, so it goes back to 0 after 6 big critical hits. What's big critical hits? It's not yellow, it's orange or red. So as long as you're doing white non-critical hits or yellow, you can go even 1 million critical chance. But the moment you hit a orange or red, you have 6 hits and then it will reset to 0%. But what makes this arcane really amazing is that it gives you a absolute critical chance increase. As example, now I got 25% critical chance and I do 1 hit only, 1 hit, okay? I get 10% critical chance. I will not have a 10% of the 25%. No, I will have a absolute 10% of the 25%, means I will have 35% critical chance. So if I manage to collect, let's say 1 million critical chance, I will have 1 million and 25% critical chance. I hope this explains secondary innervate, so Thanos gets what's going on. Now, when it comes to the evolutions, evolution 1, you hit a weak point, headshot, charges Incarnate Transmutation. Now, whatever style you will choose to play, when I show you later on Simulacrum, you will always prepare your Incarnate Evolution. Okay, now, when the Incarnate Evolution is active, you will do Bullet Ricochet, makes it mamma mia. Now, just let's talk about something else, that the Incarnate Sicarus, when it got released, it was really powerful, and it was going to take all the secondary weapons in the game. Okay, but what happened is the Sicarus Prime, the Incarnate Sicarus was bugged, and it was doing 90% damage than it's intended to. DE took 2 weeks to fix that, so that's why I call it this Incarnate Sicarus got like nerfed by a fix, because it took them 2 weeks, people invested already the format and so on, but worry not, I revive it. Now, Evolution 2, and this is the play and the synergy with secondary innervate. Increase base damage by 40, easy to understand, x0 critical chance, in the meaning of you will not crit. But the buffs on Cascade, that hand that gives you buff, I forgot the name, let me know in the comments below. Alright, when you activate critical chance increase, you will perform critical chance, critical hits, even if you have Evolution 2 King's Gambit active. But without that, you always get 0 critical chance. So all your hits will be white color on body shots. But then, if you hit a headshot, which is, for example, a weak point, increase of 150% critical chance on weak point hits. Now, the first part, x0 critical chance, will benefit one style of a build, which is the one we reached 12,000% critical chance. And the second part of this evolution to 150% critical chance increase on weak point hits will benefit the second build, the second style of the build. Same build, same evolutions, but you can play in different ways. Everything will make a sense when we reach Simulacrum test. Evolution 3 voids guidance, accuracy and weapon recall, and then Evolution 4 increase base statue chance by 30% of current critical chance up to 40%. And since our critical chance will be jumping here and there, we didn't update how it works exactly with secondary innervate, but it's alright. We know it works with arcanes, works with Areli, works with a lot of stuff, but we're gonna fix it and so on. Now, that's pretty much it. The weapon will be modded for corrosive puncture, slash, and impact, and magnetic. You'll be dealing crazy stuff. Let's get to it. Let's start first with the style of reaching damage cap and infinite critical chance. 12 million, 12,000, I don't care. Okay, but just I want you to know that at 6,000, between 5,500 critical chance and 6,000 is actually enough to do damage cap. So you just don't keep pushing yourself beyond your wanting. So what you're going to do is you're going to be hitting enemies on their body like so, and you're going to be collecting the critical chance. Now we have 480, and we're going to keep going and keep going and keep going. The downside of this build, this style, the first style of playing this weapon, the downside is you'll be very slow killing those enemies. Okay, that's the downside, because you're collecting critical chance in here, and so it's more of a show off of critical chance and power when we reach the 5,500 or 6,000 to guarantee the damage cap. Okay, This is the first style, and you pretty much will not be playing this. You're just gonna be using it for here and there, as it's not really efficient, but it's doable. Okay, so we're benefiting from the perk, and the evolution too is really amazing because the same evolution and the same build, you can go for the damage cap, like so, slow killing but collecting for damage cap, infinite critical chance, and the same time when we use the real deal and the real style of taking down enemies, okay, you can benefit from 150% critical chance as well. Makes this weapon is like the secondary innervate, almost, if not the best, or like best in slot arcane for it. Like 5070, we almost there. Let's recharge our ammo. All right, as you can see right here. Now at level cap, enemies resist a lot this hits, so you will feel really fast the critical chance. Now we are at 5,500, right? So if I do now any hit from any sort, okay, I will just like damage cap. Now here we go. Here we are just activating nourish, but it's not necessary even, and all we have to do is let's hit headshot. Boom, damage cap. Now I just told you always activate the incarnate form, as the ricochet will work its job. Now all you have to do is just hit any of the enemies and the ricochet will do the rest. Boom. As you can see, there was more than one. Boom. There you go. That's third hit, I believe. And that's the fourth hit. And that's the fifth hit. And that's the sixth hit. And all of them are dead. Okay, so this is the first style of playing this weapon. Now, let me show you the style that you're going to be playing normally, like when you're playing a mission. Alright, so just going to be feeling the incarnate form like so. Pop, 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 and activating incarnate form and destroying everything in your way. There is nothing will survive that. All you have to do is land weak point shots. Okay, now it requires some aim. Yes, I agree with you. It requires some aim, but at the benefit of this result. Right about here, and like they're just destroyed. Look at it. Boom. Red crits all day long, baby. Okay, there you go. Going back again. One more time. Activating incarnate form. Nourish. Boom. Boom. As you can see, the secondary innervate, how it's working up there. So even for example, you miss like hit, it's okay. When you hit them, you're gonna be fine. Right, so even if you miss some hits, don't worry, the secondary innervate will be collecting the critical chance in there for you, and no worry at all, and you can go for infinite. And now remember, this is not bug or anything, it's just the weapon, how it functions, and it's balanced, to be honest, as you will not be able to kill fast with the body shots, but you'll be collecting enough critical chance. Let's say even you collect 100 million critical chance, and then 6 hits and it resets. And that's what I think makes secondary innervate is very balanced, because it resets even if you do damage cap. Because there is DE knows there is a lot of ways to do damage cap, so it's okay. 6 hits and you reset and you collect again, whatever it is. At the end of the video, I would say you must have a Sicarus. 10 out of 10 weapon, hands down, really powerful. It didn't fail me all the way to level cap from level 100 something or 200. Okay, I want to say special thanks to anyone ever supported this channel in any way by hitting like, subscribing, following me on my social media, or commenting, or sharing my content, or joining my Discord community, link on description. Special thanks to Hall of Members, Crazy Doctor, Broken Shot, Yahya bin Zaid, and Banana Man, and Julian. And special thanks for the special VIPs, Rek, the Voiceless One, to Illusion and Irish, the Undisputed Donator, Free Hate, and Donators Kali, Rekul, Free, Victor, Mr. V, Mika West, Banana Man, Milan, Illinois, The Master, and Black Magic. Big love to you all. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys next time.